Alright guys, how's it going? This is Travis. I work for Roehl Transportation. This is my 6 months review. Just tell you what about myself. I'm 22. I've been in the game for 6 months now. I've enjoyed it. I've loved it. I've hated it. It depends what day it is. But that's about like any job. I'm going to start with the pros. Most of the time I get good miles. There'll be some weeks that you won't get good miles, and a lot of times that's when you go home. The way I do it is I usually stay out anywhere between 2 to 3 weeks. If I'm out for 2 weeks, I take 3 days home. If I'm out for 3, I take 5 days home. One thing, the pro is I get to take my truck home. If you live 50 miles away from a terminal, you can drive your truck home. Now, I call it my home terminal is in Conley. That's actually, I went through the GY CDL program and got my CDL in Conley. The pay is okay. What I get paid is not bad for starting out. I've actually got 2 raises since I've been here. There's something the Roehl does is a scorecard. It goes off your productivity. Make sure you haven't hit nothing. If you get a Twix card, a passport, they all add up the points. And it does your DOT inspections too. With me, I got a level 1. It was, I think, 30. Yeah, it was $30 extra for passing it. Which isn't bad. It's free money. You do your job, take care of your paperwork, make sure all the inspection, make sure your truck's in good working condition, you'll pass it every time. The cons, the home time. My fleet manager's cool about it. If I get home Friday and I'm taking 3 days off, I won't get back in the truck until Tuesday morning. A lot of fleet managers, it's 72 hours. They don't go by days, they go by hours. Mine is a little bit more lenient, which is amazing. The weekend dispatch and night dispatch, they're hard to talk to. They're there to just fill a spot. Honestly, that's the way I feel. Ask them a question, sometimes they can get you an answer, sometimes you can't. At times we'll have short runs. Like I come out the gate, come out on a Wednesday, and I had a 60-mile run. I was out for 3 weeks, and they only gave me a 60-mile run. Wasn't too happy about that. But called the fleet manager, told him, hey, I need some miles. Next run was right at 1,000 miles. Can't complain. But with the short term, I think it's under 200 miles, you get an extra, I think it's $60, which isn't plain. If you do dropping hooks, you usually get an extra 30. Can't really complain about them. Yeah, have I got aggravated? Yes, but that's what any job. I enjoy my job. Can't complain. It's fun. There's stuff that I see that a lot of people that is not in this industry will never see. Right now I'm in New York. I've been to 12 different states in 2 weeks. Really can't complain. Made good money. Out the gate, you're gonna make okay money, but you gotta learn how to run your truck, your hours. Talking about hours, I make my own hours. I start driving anywhere from 3 to 5 o'clock in the morning. I shut down anywhere from 3 to about 6:30. I usually try, because at that time I try to shut down more lenient to 3 to 4:30, because you're gonna have parking. Doesn't matter where, you usually have parking in the middle of the day. I drive why I get up so early is because there's not a lot of traffic on the road. If you get into Chicago, Atlanta, Boston, any metro city, it gets busy quick. So I get a little 2-3 hour gap, so I make a little bit more miles. I can go ahead and get through that town and out of it before rush hour hits, which I really can't complain. I'm actually on a 34 right now. I'll be driving 4 o'clock in the morning. Isn't bad. Excuse me. I'm driving. Really can't. I didn't want to do flatbed because I don't like rain. I don't like snow. You can't pay me enough to sit out there and try to tarp something and chain something down in the snow. Just don't want to do it. Them tarps are heavy. They're annoying. I'd rather shut my back doors, put a strap on it if I need to, put a seal and go. I make a lot more miles that way instead of taking an hour, 2 hours to do a flatbed. Now, if you want to go flatbed, go for it. That's just not my cup of tea. My advice on the GY CDL program is go for it. Actually, one of my buddies are about to go do it. You get paid $500 a week while you get your CDL. I had Albert, amazing trainer. Can't say anything bad about him. I got mine in 3 weeks. Isn't hard. Do what you're taught, you'll pass the test. You pay the $500, they give you breakfast and lunch every day, other than Saturday's a half day, Sunday's your off day. I trained in Connolly, which is only about an hour and a half from where I live, so I went home on the weekends. It was actually Christmas and New Year's when I went up there, so I went home for Christmas and went home for New Year's. That was a perk of me driving up there. Me personally, I drove because I wanted to make sure I got to class on time every day. I'm very big about being on time. Even with this truck, I get upset if I'm not on time, because to be a professional driver, that means be on time. Dress correctly. You see, hey, you don't want to look bad, because you're representing yourself, but you're representing Roehl also. That's just kind of the tip that I always try. Is one thing I do is I try to keep my truck washed. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if DOT pulls me into a scale, which I get pulled into them here and there, they look at your truck. If you drive by, your truck's clean and washed, they have time not going to pull you in, because, hey, if you take time to wash your truck, then you take time to do your pre-trips and your post-trips. But you got another smaller company or even bigger company and the truck's horrible, dirty, mud flap hanging off, they're going to pull him in and do an inspection, because this truck's not professional. Because if he doesn't keep it clean, it probably shouldn't be on the road. Now, does mine get dirty? Yes, sir. It's part of it. But try to keep your truck clean. Try to keep yourself professional. And my 6 months, I really can't complain. I've done, I think, 45,000 miles since I've been out on my own. I've been out with my own for 3 months. Been with a trainer for a month. Did the school for a month, which isn't bad. Right here, I'm coming up on the 6 months. I don't have too much to complain about. I get paid decently. They'll give you the miles if you run them. Don't hit stuff. Biggest advice I can give you: get out and look. Go live it, learn it, like it. That's about all I have for y'all today. Thank you for joining. Have any questions, concerns, tips, let me know.